Hello, hello, hello. It's still a nation in the building today. Let me hear you make some noise. Now, I know this is week one, and y'all might be a little rusty because we ain't done this in a while. But I said, man, we got Still a Nation in the house tonight. Can I hear you make some noise? Now you're talking to me, baby. So for those of you that don't know, I am Arthur Moats, retired linebacker of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Appreciate the love, appreciate you. And I'm excited because I get a chance to talk to somebody that is truly a Steelers legend. Now, this guy came into the NFL in 2005 when he was selected in the third round, the 93rd overall pick from Northwestern University to your Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, once he got drafted, he went on to enjoy an 8-year career in the NFL with 7 of those seasons coming right here in Pittsburgh. Now, he spent his last year in Indianapolis, and it was all love, but during his career here, played in 74 games with 28 starts. Oh, and he won not 1, but 2 Super Bowls. Oh, okay. So without further ado, can I get a warm, loud, and proud Steeler Nation welcome to Trai Essex.
What it do, Steeler Nation? Yo, my man Arthur, Mr. Moats, I'm so happy to be here today, man. This is a great day. We're gonna do great things today. I'm excited to be here. I hope y'all are hyped like I'm hyped.
Let's go.
Yes. So, what we got on in tab?
Man, well, first off, take a
I'ma
load
sit
off
on
real
that.
quick, man.
I'ma
We're
sit
gonna be
on
here for a
that,
little
yeah.
while, if that's cool with y'all. Hey, appreciate you, man, from the heart. Now, Trai, first off, man, how does it feel being back in Pittsburgh and, more importantly, around Steeler Nation again, man?
Dude, first of all, I ain't gotta come here to get Steeler Nation, because Steeler Nation is everywhere.
Talk about
everywhere. I made my home in Atlanta recently, and I realized how big Steeler Nation is down here, but it's nothing like coming home, man. It is nothing like coming home and seeing all these beautiful people wearing what we wear, supporting our squad to start the season. I'm loving it, man.
Man, I'm loving to hear that too, man. Now, this is week 1. Right. So for some of these guys out here, it's gonna be their first regular season NFL game. We know you never forget your first time, Trai.
You never do?
You never do. So talk to me, man. Your first NFL regular season game, what was that like for you, man?
So, it was amazing, man. I don't know if there's words in the dictionary that could describe coming out that tunnel onto that field. I know it's Acrisure now, but it was Hines when I came out. It's still Hines to me, but we're in Acrisure Stadium, so I'm gonna respect it. But coming out that tunnel, knowing that I was gonna be blocking for Jerome Bettis, knowing I was gonna be blocking for Ben Roethlisberger, knowing that I had to block for Hines Ward, knowing that defense with Troy Polamalu, Casey Hampton, Joey Porter, I could keep on going all day. Knowing that I had to hold up a certain standard out here.
Let's go, man.
Dude,
I love that.
It was amazing.
I love that right there, man. Now, before we even go further off of that rookie season, I gotta stop. We gotta talk about you getting drafted, though.
Yeah.
Because obviously the Steelers did select you. So, if you could, man, did you know you were coming here? Were you expected to go earlier? What was the NFL draft story like?
I think you always think you're gonna go earlier. You look at guys in front of you, you be like, I'm better than that dude. Which I thought there was 13 tackles that went in front of me, and I'm better than every single one of them.
There it is. Talk your talk.
But let me tell you, I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I don't know if we got any Indiana folks here, but there's one other Steeler legend from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Who here knows who's from Fort Wayne, Indiana? No, y'all don't count. That's my family over there. But who's from Fort Wayne, Indiana? Rod Woodson.
The Rod Woodson. Hello.
Rod Woodson, the Rod Woodson. And so, number 26 through camps in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I used to go to those camps. So I was a Steelers fan growing up. And so on draft day, When I saw all those people getting drafted in front of me, I was mad. But what made it all up is when I picked up that phone and I heard Coach Cowher's chin on the other line. I didn't hear him, I just heard his chin. And I knew it was gonna be a blessed day if I got a chance to play for the Steelers, and the rest is history.
Man, let's go, let's go. Joined by two-time Super Bowl champ Trai Essex right now. Absolutely. Now, Trai, you're one of the fortunate few to not just make it to the NFL, but you started games your rookie season.
Yeah.
Talk about what that was like, starting games, multiple games, for the Pittsburgh Steelers as a rookie.
Pressure. And lots of it. Because the one thing that you want to do when you come to this franchise, you don't want to let down not only your teammates, you don't want to let down the people who came before you. And playing O-line, we've had the greatest lineage of offensive linemen, Dermontti Dawson, Mike Webster, the list goes, Alan Faneca, the list goes on. And I had to start next to Alan Faneca. I didn't want to let that dude down.
Hall of Famer Alan Faneca,
Hall
absolutely.
of Fame, 66, Alan Faneca. And so the fact that they had that much confidence in me, that I could go out there and perform for an eventual Super Bowl champion team, meant the world to me. And I did my thing a little bit, you know?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
out there, I was a rookie.
Talk.
I did my thing a little bit at left tackle. So, you know, it was fun times, but it was such a blur because all I was focused on was the team. Helping my team out, doing whatever I can to make sure that we were on the rise and not on the down.
Absolutely. Now, during the intro, I talked about you being not one time, but a two-time Super Bowl champ.
Two times.
Oh, are y'all asleep? This is Steelers, right? This is Steelers Nation, right? Now, when we talk about Super Bowl champions, we make noise, don't we? So let me try this again. Hold. Trai, maybe they didn't hear me. That's what it was. They didn't hear me. So,
right on.
As I said, the guy next to me is a not one time, but two-time Super Bowl champ.
To be quite honest,
Okay.
it should have been three.
Oh, we're going to get to that,
It should have been
though.
three.
We're going to get to that. Now, I would love to ask you which Super Bowl is your favorite, but that's like asking a parent, which child is your favorite? We know. You can't answer that.
Right.
But if you could, what made each Super Bowl unique to you?
So, the first one, XL, 2005, we took the bus home. We took the bus
Gotta take the bus home one time, taking the bus home.
We took the bus home. And let me be specific. As it pertains to me, I came from Northwestern. My best season was 6-6. And then I came to, there we go, the bus.
The
There
bus.
we go. I see you, my man. And so to come on a team with all these future Hall of Famers and to be a part of it like I was as a rookie, and then coming from, granted, not a whole bunch of success, but I enjoyed my time at Northwestern, but just coming to a Super Bowl team and being able to take the bus to Detroit and to win that game, to see him go out. If y'all see the highlights, when he comes out the tunnel, he's by himself because Joey Porter, Peasy, made that happen. Peasy made that happen, and that was all him, and we brought it home for him. So that meant a lot to me. 2008 was still special, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely.
It was special. You saw what James Harrison did right before half.
You
saw that. You saw Santonio with the toe tap.
Little toe tap on it one time.
So they were all special, and I can't rank them both because they were all special in a different way. But the fact that we got to number 5, we tied, I think, San Fran and Cowboys at the time with the 5th Super Bowl, and then we were the first.
Let's go.
The first.
Let's go.
To get number 6. So.
Let's go. Oh, yeah. So we got a couple more questions. Then after that, we will open it up for some Q&A. So stick with us, all right? Stick with us. Now, you talked about should have had 3 Super Bowl championships, which I do agree 100%. But if you could, because we don't talk about it enough, talk to me about your Super Bowl 45 experience, though.
So that was the year Wiz Khalifa came out with Black and Yellow. It's still our theme song, don't get me wrong, Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow. And then Lil Wayne came out with the opposite, because he's a Packers fan. Boo, right? Boo all that. But that was, mind you, I'm spoiled. 6 years, I'll go to 3 Super Bowls. I'm thinking we're supposed to win every other year. Dude, and so we go down to Dallas. I knew something was off because it started snowing and icing in Dallas. It wasn't
Unreal.
right. The weather was all the way off. It's the first year that the Cowboys had their stadium.
Yep.
So we played the Super Bowl in their stadium after that first year. And still, after everything happened, we're down. It's the last drive. I still thought we were going to win because you know why? We had 7 at quarterback.
Ooh,
we had 7 at quarterback.
There he is.
Unfortunately, we came a little short. It still hurts me to this day. But I guess Aaron Rodgers had to get one, I guess. It had to happen against us. But forget him. we'll get our 7 very soon. We'll get our 7 very soon.
Starts today, baby.
With number 8 at quarterback.
Let's go. Starts today. It starts today.
Yes.
Now, I wasn't fortunate enough like you. I only played for Coach Tomlin. But for you, you got a chance to play for not just Coach Tomlin, but also Hall of Fame coach Bill Cowher.
Right.
If you could, just talk about what both of those experiences were like, playing for both coaches, Super Bowl champion coaches, and just what they mean to the city as well, man.
So that's why this franchise is great, because the owners, the Rooneys, old man Rooney was my guy. Mr. Art Rooney is my guy. They are present, and I see them. They come into the locker room. They make a point to know the players and for the players to know them. And because of that, they hire coaches who are a reflection of themselves. And so playing for Coach Cowher was amazing. You know, him and Cowher and Tomlin have a lot of similarities. They are for the players, but they hold you to, yes, accountable. Perfect word. But the thing they do, they let men be men. They let men be men, and they hold you. Once you decide who you are and what you are, they hold you to that standard. What's the saying?
The standard is the standard. Y'all know, let's go.
And so getting drafted by Cowher, I told you I heard his chin through the phone. He didn't have to say anything. I just heard his chin, and that was the happiest day of my life. But the transition from him to Cowher, or him to Tomlin, couldn't have been more easy, you know? Tomlin had to come in, he had to make his own way. He wasn't trying to do it the Cowher way, he had to do it the Tomlin way. But because they have similar mentalities and because they have the backing of the Rooneys, this franchise is one of a kind, dude. Y'all don't understand. Being a Steelers fan, being part of this family and this relationship is one of a kind. I've been to Indianapolis. Indianapolis is good, but you ask anybody who goes to any other team, it's nothing like this. It's nothing like this. And that happens because the Rooneys and because of people like Coach Cowher and Coach Tomlin.
Man, I love that. So this is the final question I have for you, and then we'll turn over some Q&A and get little pictures and stuff like that at the end of this thing, right? But I gotta know, Trai, we all have that welcome to the NFL moment. Hello. You see the look on his face. We all got that, oh, yeah. So I have to know, Trai, Mr. 2-time Super Bowl champ, Mr. 3-time Super Bowl appearance. Talk about your welcome to the NFL moment.
It's very clear. it's very vivid, and it still gives me nightmares sometimes to this day. So my first start ever was against Baltimore.
Boo.
Boo. That wasn't my welcome to the NFL moment, though. My next game, Marvell Smith, who was the starting tackle at the time, started but got hurt after one play. And then I had to come in and try to block Dwight Freeney.
Mr. Spin Move himself.
And you know what he did?
Mr. Spin Cycle, ooh-wee.
Dude, very first play, he didn't hit me not with one spin move. He hit me with the double spin move.
Let's go.
And this was in Indianapolis. This is when it was the RCA Dome. I'm old, man. The RCA Dome It's called Lucas Oil now, but the RCA don't. They pump music in their stadium. They cheated, whatever. But this is before silent count. Like, we didn't have a silent count back then. We just tried to go off of Ben's cadence. And I couldn't hear him, so I had to go off of Dwight Freeney's movement.
Oh, good luck. Good luck.
Dude, I tried to pass it. He hit me with a spin move. I did this. And then he hit me with the other spin move, and I couldn't recover. And he hit the shit out of Ben. But he face masked him, so it was a first down. So, all right. And mind you, we had to play that game again. We had to play the Colts again in the AFC Championship, or right before the AFC Championship. And I got my revenge a little bit, but.
There we go, there we go.
But that was my welcome to the NFL moment. Dwight Freeney, double spin move, face master Ben. Welcome to the NFL, Trai Essex.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, well, before we turn it over to the Q&A portion, can I get a round of applause for Trai real quick, man? Absolute rock star today, man. And now, hold on, give me a second, I got you. If you got any questions for Trai, now's the time, baby. Man, talk to me. First, introduce yourself. I know who you are, but introduce yourself. And then after that, ask my man Trai a question, baby.
It's a CR, Steelers Nation Chicago in
there
the
we go,
house.
Chicago.
Hey, Trai.
Yes.
I know you've had a lot of success, but I want to ask you a question about your host today.
That guy? That awesome dude right there?
Right. What is your comments on what he has done since he has left the field and gotten to the box? Give it to me.
So, the first time, so I follow Arthur. I'm glad I had to block this man in practice.
We got history. We got history over here.
I'm glad I had to block this man in practice. You know, this dude used to come off that edge, you know? But first time actually meeting him face to face was 3 or 4 years ago.
Steelers
on
Cruise.
the Steelers Cruise.
Yeah.
You can't ask for a more humble, gracious guy to represent this franchise like Arthur does. And so,
all love, baby, all love.
I listen to your podcast, fam. I listen to everything.
Major
All he
respect,
does is
major
put
love.
out good stuff, man. All he does. And you do that smile, man, that positivity. See, that's what I'm all about, optimism, man. All about smiling, because that's how you affect change. It's smiling and being happy, because you don't know what the person next to you is going through. You don't know who the person is that's listening to you.
Very true, very true.
And so I can hear that smile.
Respect, man.
Yo. All love, all love.
All love, all love.
When you can hear a smile, that's how you know it.
Respect, respect. Oh, man, I know you got a question for a man, man.
Oh, you know I do. Steeler Nation 920 here. I got to know, who is more intimidating when they're angry, Tomlin or Cowher?
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a great question, actually. Let me say this. It's all relative. I got Cowher my first 2 years. I just didn't want to mess up, man. I was a little bit more seasoned when Tomlin came along. But when Cowher gave you that chin, I'll tell you what, maybe my second game, we got in some, we were bowling out Cleveland like we always do. And I got in at the end of the game, and I jumped off sides. And Tomlin was like, I did not want to go back to the sideline. It's like, make me a free agent now. I didn't want to see that chin. So, Cowher, for me, was more intimidating, only because I was young when I
like it. All right, we got time for about 2 more questions? Absolutely.
It's my birthday. Can I take a picture with you?
Happy birthday, most definitely.
We get
Yes, yes, let's go.
Let's go.
Come on, Mike.
Happy birthday.
Come on, get in here, yeah.
I got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Here we go, Steelers. Here.
All right, so we'll do these last 2 right here, and after that, we'll get some pictures. All right. Oh. What? I got you. We almost finished. I got you. Absolutely.
Trai, how's it going, man?
A man of the people right there, ladies and gentlemen. A man of the people. Respect, respect. All right, so Trey, we got about 2 more. Then after that, man, we'll wrap it up over here, all right?
So first things first, Trey, you let me try on your Super Bowl ring once.
Yeah.
I was a flight attendant working your flight, leaving Denver, and we took our picture together. You
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
try
I
on your
remember
ring.
that, yeah.
Yeah, that was the greatest day of my life. But I have a
Oh.
legit question. In the Steeler Championship DVD, is your family in the DVD?
Yes!
So every
Yo!
time, yeah. So every time I've watched it over like
That's
100
my
times.
brother. They
Yeah, but there's
toss it
people
to the
wearing
camera.
Trai Essex jerseys in the DVD, and I'm like, that has to be his family,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
'cause
was just curious.
Yeah. That is my family.
Let's
That is
go.
my brother talking mess to the camera after we scored the touchdown. Yes.
Let's
Yes.
go,
That's
man.
love right there. Give me some for acknowledging that. That's awesome, man. Yeah.
Love that right there,
Yeah.
man. All right, so this is the final question we have for you. You got it?
How has being a part of the Steelers organization changed your life for the better?
So, Steeler Nation, like I said, is the greatest fan base on earth. The Steelers are the greatest franchise on earth. The Rooneys are the greatest owners on earth. And I've had 2 of the best coaches on earth ever. And let me tell you real quick, a quick story about how great the Rooneys are. I hadn't been back. After I got cut, it was about 4 years before I went back. I came back. I had 3 kids that hadn't been in Pittsburgh. Old man Rooney was around at the time. First thing he asked me was, how was Amaya? How was Ava? How was Jordy? I didn't know he knew my kids' names.
Wow.
I didn't know he knew my kids' names. And he came and asked specifically to me how my kids were doing. So that gives you a snippet of how this franchise is, how this fan base is. I am blessed to be a part of this. Thank you all for coming out and supporting.
Yes, indeed. Give Trey another round of applause, man. Round of applause. Absolutely. And now it is time to go watch us a game today, baby. I cannot wait. So as always, here we go, Steelers.
Here we go.
Love.